It is September 17th, 2019, 5:37 p.m. This is episode 622. Did I just say that? I don't know. Today's video is too long. I'm sorry about that. But this was really hard to lay out with all the swords. Even in the second panel, it's kind of difficult. But then it still wasn't looking right to me, so I kept going back and thickening the lines just to make them stand out more. I don't know how I got this idea. I don't remember when I got it. I got it pretty early. I got it early in the day yesterday. And of course, I sat on all day until I did it last night. I started on the cartoon around midnight, and I think I finished close to 6 because I kept procrastinating. When it's hard like this, I keep procrastinating. Let's go make some more coffee. You know, let's go take a walk. Let me go think about this. I don't like the idea of us going to war because Saudi Arabia was attacked. I mean, we have been attacked by Russia, and Donald Trump doesn't even want to admit it happened. He's been real quiet. He won't criticize the leader. But Saudi Arabia is attacked, and Donald Trump says that he's waiting from them to know what to do. Like, we're going to take orders from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was the first country Trump visited. Usually, when a president's first international trip is to another democracy. Saudi Arabia is not a democracy. Usually they go someplace like Canada or Mexico. Trump went to a place where he'd get his ass kissed, and that's what he did. They gave him a sword dance. They put his face on Titantrons. They just celebrated the guy. They gave him they had him do that weird orb thing. Like it was a one big giant infinity stone or something. But then all the sword dancing was just really, really creepy. Nothing but men dancing with swords, and there's Donald Trump in the middle of it. Surprised he didn't poke his eye out. But I tell you, when it comes to using the swords, the studies don't want to. They want us to do it. And they have been a really bad actor. They put a blockade on Qatar, which is an American ally. We have troops there. We have a base there, and Trump supported that. He just took the word for it. They've been spending money all inside his hotel room, so without even staying there, they bought townhouses and crap from him before, penthouses, apartments, and they murdered a journalist. They had a coup, a palace coup with MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, who is a really good buddy of Jared's, and Jared's been having secret talks with him outside of the State Department, which is probably a lot of stuff that benefits him financially. But our foreign policy is being dictated by what benefits these people, their pocketbooks. So now they've been waging a war against the Houthis in Yemen, and they're backed by Iran. But then they fight back. I'm not condoning what they did, but if you look at, if it wasn't Iran and the Houthis fought back, well, don't people do that in war? You know, just sit there and keep getting attacked. And now we're gonna go fight Iran after Saudi Arabia has spent billions of dollars on U.S. weaponry, and they've been engaging in this war in Yemen. And now we're gonna go fight Iran because they hit 2 oil fields. This is just like Desert Storm all over again, where we went to war to restore a monarchy to keep oil prices down, to keep oil production going. They say 5% of the world's oil production was affected by this, and prices are going to go up to like 16%. And that sucks. You know, that hurts the economy. That's going to hurt everyone in the world. But we'll recover. We will. And I think we need a lot more information than just say, well, they probably did it. And they probably did do it. Iran probably is behind it, whether they did it themselves or they helped the rebels do it. A lot of people say the rebels don't have the capability to do something like this. But just a very direct strike where they wanted it to go. They didn't miss. I mean, they hit it a lot better than the Scud missiles Saddam fired. And they said it was drones, but now they're saying it was rockets. So if it's rockets, that could also be from the Houthis, but they're saying it came from Iraq, southern Iraq, near the Iranian border, or the Iranian border next to Iraq. So they're not too sure where this came from. Actually, they're not sure at all where it came from. But I really like the second panel on this cartoon. I just like the way it worked out. It's cool. Alright, we did 5 minutes of this, and I only have 3. No, I got 5 shoutouts. No, just 3 shoutouts, because a couple of you guys. No, I only have 2 shoutouts. Ah! Where's all the men's? I just have Ariel and Amanda. Probably because they comment on the other one. And then Ariel's going to leave me. She says, I'm sorry to tell you, Clay, but it appears I may be getting a life. This means more chances for you to kvetch at me when I miss commenting on a video. Oh, I'm going to kvetch when you're not commenting, Ariel. What's his name? Anyway, I'm happy for you. Hope you do get a life and have fun. Oh, I went to the eye doctor today. Eye exam for glasses and everything. So, I'm kind of excited about having new glasses, even though these are like 2 years old. But and then I found out that my vision hasn't changed that much. I could swear that it did, but they said not so much. And they want me to go back in a month to check my blood pressure again. And I don't know what their eyeglass place would do if they say it's 2 points higher than it should be. That kind of surprised me. And in a way, it didn't surprise me. So, Amanda says, thank you for lunch. Any chance to get to have gravy? I'm happy. Actually, a gravy bath would be nice. That's just gross. That's really, really gross. Gravy bath. Our friend had biscuits and gravy. I've never gotten into biscuits and gravy. And Amanda said my guitar sounds nice in the last video, and I've got that going for me. I think I was playing this guitar, the blue telly. And I really didn't know what color to make the swords, and put them to mesh with everything else in here. And I had a problem with that one sword in Trump's face. But I already had the guy laid out, and everyone else laid out, so it's like that sword staying there. So, but maybe it worked. I'm not sure. Errol said, I also hear he's got an awesome girlfriend. He's got that going for him. That's true. And then Amanda said, that's true. So glad you could agree with that, Amanda. Oh, Ariel said, what was the good news? The good news is there will be a book, finally. People have been asking me every day. Last Friday, my friend JP at dinner asked me about a book. My buddy Chris Fink's been bugging me for 5 years or so, more like 15 maybe, about doing a book. People have been bugging me, though, about the whole, during Trump's era, like, you gotta do a book, gotta do a book. We're gonna do a book, and we're gonna try to get it out before Christmas. I'm chasing down some well-known people to contribute stuff like quotes, forward and introduction, and I got 2 definite maybes, and I have 1 solid for a quote, and but the names they might impress you, and I gotta learn how to format to lay it out myself, to format the whole thing, to design the book, and I'm looking at different programs to do that. But hey, if I figured out how to work this video thing, I should be able to do that. I just hate having to learn new stuff, but I also know that I'm the one who needs to do it. So, because if I don't, I'm not going to be as happy as I would be if I do it by myself. And I'm not saying I'm going to be like 100% satisfied. The bad news is I have to move by November 15th. Landlord is selling the house, and I just talked to him. He's outside hanging out. And he would like for me to be out by October 15th, I found out, but he'll let me stay till November 15th. But he plans to move into the house in the middle of October, so, I mean, I don't think I'm going to stay till November 15th. No. There's too many people in this house. There's too many people in this fucking house right now. One roommate's mom has been staying. She won't leave. I just pissed her off a minute ago, and I feel pretty good about it too. Just I called her out when she said something. So when she's sticking her nose where it didn't belong. I'm talking to my lord. You don't live here. Stop talking to him about the shit. Anyway, alright, good news. So, it's kind of sort of bad news. It's just bad with the timing. And I hate leaving this neighborhood. I really like the neighborhood. But I'm cool. He says he's going to give me a good reference, but I may not even need it. So, leave a comment, and I'll give you a shout out. And if you subscribe, click that red button. I'll love you forever. Goodbye.